Real quick update. The last 48 hours has been very interesting. Everything was so good, and we had this good news, and we were so happy to know that I didn't have a tumor in the back of my skull, and things were going to be so good. And then emotionally, I just started to train wreck, and I started becoming super irrational and seeing myself say and do crazy things, but not being able to control it. Mental health has not been a challenge for me, and my heart just breaks for those who go through that, because it's terrifying to watch. So I'm sorry. They have me on a very toxic drug called Dexamethasone, and on prednisone. At the beginning of my journey, I always react. I always have mood swings. It always gets a little scary, but I found out talking to my dearest friend, she's a nurse. She started looking into it as I'm telling her what's happening to me. She goes, okay, this is in your system for 72 hours. Prednisone is in your system, steroids. It goes away in 2 to 5 hours. So here's this drug I've been taking since the day after Christmas. It's been building in my system every day. I take 3 more pills, and it's in my system for 72 hours. Just go, 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 go. So the fact that I haven't had a mental break this so far is seriously a huge miracle that I made it this far, because my body hates drugs, and I get every side effect. My skin starts breaking down. Everything just starts breaking down. It hates drugs so much. So here I am, on this toxic dose. And she looks at the side effects, and she's like, okay, mood swings, behavioral disturbances, psychiatric events. And I'm like, oh my gosh, every cell in my body was vibrating a million miles an hour. I felt like my body was running in circles round and round, and I couldn't stop. I just imagine it's like what people on street drugs do. I'm like, oh my gosh, why would someone ever do this, put their body through this on purpose? So she encouraged me to call the doctor. I had my in-laws here. They were amazing. I was like, you have to take them. I lost my mind on them. I have never been out of control of this kind of stuff before, so it was very alarming. So they took the little kids. I called the doctor. There's been a fullness in the back of my brain, but it could have, from the radio knife, it could have been from the surgery, it could be from the meds I'm on, the anti-seizure meds. We didn't know. My doctor happened to be on call, and she's amazing. She was like, okay, you need to get to the MRI just to rule out a brain bleed. So we ended up in the ER again for my 4th emergency MRI. Our insurance is going to hate us. And they were able to rule out that the tumors at this point still look the same, and that the one in the back of my skull still looks like it could be bleeding a little bit, but no actual changes, the same edema, same everything. So thank heavens, because that could have turned into a very big emergency. So another tender mercy for us, it is the meds, and they're going to work with me, and we're tapering off in the next 3 to 4 days. Pretty fast taper. Hopefully it doesn't create an edema response in my brain. And so we're hopeful that this will go quickly, and it can get out of my system, and I can get rid of this really scary side effect.